Hey everybody, how's it going? And welcome to another MAMJ Let's Play of Virtue's Last Reward. When we left off, Alice betrayed us, and it ended up costing me my life, or Sigma his life actually. I'm fine, I just felt very betrayed. But yeah, so now we've chosen Betray, and she was all snarky and whatever. But we followed her to the garden, and apparently she's gonna tell us her life story. I feel like the last episode started like this too. But anyways, let's see what she has to say. My father is Egyptian, but my mother is French. They met while my mother was in Egypt on vacation, and married shortly thereafter. When I was 3, we all moved to the US. My father was a scientist, and his field was cloning. He was recruited by an American lab, which was why we moved. Both of my parents had used English around me from the time I was born, so I didn't have any problems adapting to life in the United States. By my 9th birthday, we'd been there for 6 years. That was when it happened. In the middle of the day, my mother showed up at school. Her eyes were red and puffy, but she didn't say anything to me on the drive home. When we arrived, there were several policemen there to meet us. My father had always been a very punctual man, and when dinner time came and went with no sign of him, even I began to realize something terrible had happened. It wasn't until several years later that I finally learned the truth. My father's lab had been attacked by terrorists, and he had been kidnapped. That's a bit tough. For the rest of my childhood, my mother raised me by herself. I didn't realize it then, but it must have been incredibly difficult for her, as a single mother alone in a country where any relatives were a transatlantic flight away. She did her best not to let me see it, but every so often, when she thought that she was alone, the mask would fall away, and every line of her face I could see exhaustion and loneliness. As much as I missed my father, it was those moments that made me wish more than anything that he'd never been taken. Fortunately, I was an excellent student and did especially well in math. I earned a full ride scholarship straight out of high school and spent the next several years studying. After graduation, I took a job with the Department of Defense, hoping that they might have the resources to help me look for my father. I was immediately assigned to the Special Office of the Internal Security. Their purpose is to investigate and sometimes deal with terrorist organizations and other serious threats to the state. I could tell my mother wasn't happy about my decision, but she chose to remain silent about it. Eventually, I learned that the terrorist organization that had taken my father was none other than the Myrmidons, although, at the time, that name didn't mean anything to me. They were suspected of human cloning. Specifically, it was thought that they had been using cloning techniques to copy their most useful members and expand their ranks, which we know is true because Dio is a clone. The Myrmidons apparently believed that they could use cloning to create a new race of humans. Now, at last, I knew the reason for my father's abduction. The commander of the Myrmidons is a man named Left. We know his name and his gender, but not his appearance or his age. The Myrmidons are closely associated with a cult known as Free the Soul. We believe that Free the Soul provides their funding. But trying to pin any kind of misdeeds on the cult's leader, a man named Brother, is like trying to nail Jello to a wall. Brother is supposed to be fairly advanced in years, and rumors say he's so old he can't even get out of bed. Unfortunately, his mind seems to be as sharp as ever. At that point, I hit a wall. I knew the Myrmidons had been behind my father's kidnapping, but that was all I could learn about them. Then, one day, I got a tip that some of them were hiding in a building in the Nevada desert. Really? I headed out immediately. On the way there, my car had some engine trouble and I stalled out. I was trying to decide what to do when an SUV appeared out of nowhere. I'll give you one guess who was behind the steering wheel. Clover. That was the first time we met. There were 4 other people in the car with her, And when I asked them what they were doing, what I got was just about the last answer I'd expected. Good lord, I can't read today, I'm sorry. They told me they'd been locked up inside the very building I'd been on my way to investigate, and that they were currently in pursuit of the people who had kidnapped them in the first place. My priorities shifted very quickly. After a short discussion, I convinced them to allow me to come along. My hope was to find the people they were chasing, who I was certain were the Myrmidons. In the end, however, we were unable to track them down. In fact, I still don't know where they might have gone. Eventually, I took Clover and her companions to SOIS headquarters. We decided that involving the police would only complicate things. After some questioning, it was determined that the people who had instigated this particular event were not connected to the Myrmidons. We did, however, discover the mysterious disappearance and subsequent reappearance of several children 9 years prior was connected to Free the Soul. There was also a sixth person in the SUV, although they weren't riding in it per se. A middle-aged man, who I'll just call H for now, had been bound and placed in the trunk. It's Ace. According to the other four, he had been behind the disappearance of the children 9 years earlier. We also learned that his pharmaceutical company, a major player on the world stage, was effectively controlled by Free the Soul. Oh! More specifically, I suppose, H was a member of Free the Soul, and very committed to their cause. So why had he kidnapped all those children? Apparently, it had been a part of an experiment designed to test the ability of certain people to access what's called the morphogenic field. I don't imagine you've ever heard of it before, so I'll try to give you the quick rundown. Simply put, these people can access a sort of field that allows their consciousness to resonate with the consciousness of certain other people. To be honest, it might seem simpler to just call it telepathy. The SOIS had heard of this particular ability before, and had actually used it in a number of investigations, so I wasn't surprised to learn of its existence. I was shocked, however, to learn that these experiments had been carried out by a member of Free the Soul. If that was the case, then Brother must have known about it. The thought of him discovering a way to control and harness that power was terrifying. It wasn't too long after the incident in Nevada that another tip about the Myrmidons crossed my desk. This time, it claimed that the Myrmidons intended to launch a large-scale biological terrorist attack. My bosses decided that we needed more agents to deal with a threat of that magnitude, and Clover was recruited. Because she'd been a test subject in H's experiment, we knew she had the ability to access the morphogenic field, and we wanted to put that ability to use. After several months of training, she was sent on her first mission. She would be tasked with the infiltration and investigation of a Myrmidon cloning lab. I was assigned to be her commanding officer. I hoped that our investigation might also give me a lead on my father's whereabouts. At last, I had a chance to find out what had happened to him. I wouldn't let that chance pass me by. Perhaps that was what kept me from noticing the truth. The whole operation was a trap. The lab was fake, and Clover was captured almost immediately. I got there as fast as I could, but when I arrived, the building was only an empty shell. All of the conspirators who had pretended to be researchers and the like had already fled. I searched frantically for Clover until at last, in a basement room, I found her. She had been tied to a chair, but on the floor next to her was another body. It was my father. He looked as if he'd just been dumped there, and when I got to him, his body was already cold. He was covered in dark, ugly bruises. It wasn't until later that I learned he died from a ruptured organ and internal bleeding. They had beaten him to death. As soon as Clover had been captured, a Myrmidon in a mask came to visit her. He said that unless she wanted to end up like my father, she would leave them alone, and tell her masters at the SOIS to do likewise. In retrospect, they must have known who I was and who my father was. That was why they killed him. Perhaps they thought they were sending a message to me. Or that once he was gone, I'd lose my reason for chasing them. They were very, very wrong. I took Clover with me and left. I tried to console myself with the fact that I had at least been able to save her. Sometime later, I received a call from the coroner. He told me there was something I needed to see. There in the morgue was my father, cold and pale on a steel table. I could barely stand to look at him, but the coroner insisted. On his arm were 2 rows of numbers, comprised of 8s and 9s. It took me a moment to recognize my father's handwriting. He had carved them into his own skin. Ooh, really? On his chest was another message, but they were letters this time, not numbers. Not many, just enough to make a short sentence. I love you, Alice. He carved that into his body? I broke down crying, right there in the morgue. They were the first tears I'd shed since the operation had started, and there was no stopping them. There would be no forgiveness. Not for the monsters who put my father through this. They destroyed my family. I would make them pay, even if I had to die to do it. That night, I made a promise to myself. I would avenge my father. It didn't take long to figure out that the numbers he'd written were latitude and longitude. They pointed to a chemical factory that had been disguised as an abandoned building. Further investigation revealed that it was the mother lode we'd been looking for, the headquarters of the Myrmidons. I think my father must have known how things would turn out. Knowing he was going to die, he'd written the directions to our enemy's fortress on his own body. He'd sacrificed too much for me to waste this opportunity with recklessness. This time, our operation would succeed. This time, I wouldn't let my excitement put Clover or any of my other agents in danger. So we took our time, we gathered information, we did our research, and we planned. Finally, we were ready. December 25th, 2028 was going to be the day we finally set foot inside the Myrmidon stronghold. But then, on the 22nd, only 3 days before the operation was scheduled to begin, a man in a gas mask appeared. Interesting. So you inhaled that gas, passed out, and woke up here in the AB room.
これがクレイドールズと私に関することのすべてよ。もちろん細かい部分については端折ってるけど、大体の概要は分かったでしょ?
Yeah. Thanks. She gave me a sad sort of smile and stood up.
さあ、戻りましょう。
Not yet. Your story explained a lot, but there's still one big question.
答え?
Who here is a Myrmidon? One of us planted the bombs. And based off of the code we found, it's pretty clear that the person is a Myrmidon, right?
そうね。
And I agree that we need to figure out who they are.
突き止めるって言っても、どうやって?
Well, that's what I wanted to ask you about. Do you have any clues?
思い当たること? 思い当たることね。あの暗号表を解読できれば、もしかしたら何かわかるかもしれないけど。
How can we do that?
だから言ったでしょ? そのためにはキーが必要なのよ。それがわからないことにはどうにも。
What's a key?
キーはキーよ。解読するための鍵のこと。クレイドールズはその鍵として長い桁数の数字を使っていて。
Wait, a long string of numbers? Could that be? 781 53 61098 83809 42419 90551.
なんなのよその数字は。
I was almost as surprised as she was. The numbers had just kind of appeared in my mind, and I was saying them before I knew what I was doing. Alice looked at me incredulously, and I stared back. But now she's gonna think you're, like, the clone.
待って、今の数字もう一回言ってもらえる？
78153 61098 83809 42419 90551.
それって1984493551を3乗した数じゃない？
I'm sorry, what? I mean, I know she took, like, she excelled at math and she got a full scholarship on it, but really? What?
だから今シグマが言った25桁の数、それを素因数分解すると1984493551の3乗になるのよ。
Okay. You're talking about reducing an integer to a series of prime numbers that you must multiply together to get it, right? Like, if you have 30, then you get 2 times 3 times 5, right?
そうよ。中学校で習ったでしょ？
So, you're saying that 198449351 is a prime. And if you multiply it by itself 3 times, you get that super long number.
ええ。
How did you figure that out in your head? Don't tell me you just did all of that in your head.
いいえ、暗算よ。頭の中で計算したの。
It's not simple. No. What? No. No way. That's impossible.
言ったでしょ？数学は人よりも得意だって。
Yeah, just a little bit. That's not better at math.
そういうあなただって、たった今膨大な桁数の数字をスラスラと暗唱したじゃない。私に言わせれば、そっちの記憶力の方が驚異的だわ。
She's not wrong.
ところで、今の25桁の数字、どこで知ったの？
I didn't know what to say. What would I tell her? That it just came to me?
そう、言えないのね。わかったわ。でもとにかく今の数字が例の暗号表を解読するためのキーになっていることは間違いないと思う。
Okay.
クレイドールズが素数をかけたものをキーとして使ってるってことは分かってるから。デタラメな25桁の数字、その3乗項が偶然素数になる確率なんて限りなくゼロに近いし。ってことは25桁の数字は何者かの手によって作為的に生成された可能性が高いってことになるわ。
Could you explain that with small words?
だから要するに25桁の数字を素因数分解したもの、198449351の3乗が暗号を解くためのヒントになってるってこと。まだわからない？
He's just like, what?
さっき医務室で見た暗号表、思い出してみて。モニターにはなんて出力されてた？
I think the first row was CQUJHNMTEONERAXDFMIOVP. Yeah, say that 3 times fast.
2行目は？
Oh my god. BYOLWXYPXSVZEQGTKRTLED. I think. Then they just repeat.
それにしてもやっぱりすごい記憶力ね。
Yeah, that's impressive.
私たちの組織に欲しいぐらいだわ。
Well, keep going. How do we decode that?
今の文字列にさっきの素数198449351を当てはめてみるのよ。
How do we do that?
左上から順番に1文字目のアルファベット、9文字目のアルファベット、8文字目のアルファベットといった感じで文字を拾い読みしていけばいいの。そうすれば多分解けると思うわ。
Okay. I ran over what she said in my head. The prime number Alice had given me was 198449351. So, what would we get if we picked out letters like she'd explained? The first letter would be C from the top left. Then you'd move 9 to the right, which would give you O. Then 8 more to the right. Eventually, we'd get a word. And that word was... Oh my god, really? Failing the game is over? I'm gonna save first. Cause no, I don't like those stakes at all. I do not like those stakes, and I will not take them. I'm not a steak person. So there, now you know. Okay, so we're gonna return. Good lord. The code sheet won't be displayed when you input the answer. Oh my god. Seriously? All right, let me get something to write on at least. Okay, so 198449351. Okay, closing this window will take you to the input screen. Got it. Can I not look at the... Wait, I can't look at the code? I thought it just meant that. Not the... Oh god, I think I already messed it up. Oh no, I messed it up. What is this little thing? Nothing? Okay, so I know that's C and O, but I don't know what the other ones are. I don't have that much of an amazing memory. God dang it. Actually, you know what? No, hang on. We're good. I think. Can I not? Here, let me just... Yeah, there. I errored it. I errored all over the place. But I know what I'm gonna do. Wait. Can I... Wait, I thought you said it was game over. Let me go back. It won't let me go back. Okay, give me a second, because I know what I need to do. I need to reload my save file so I can pull up that screen, and then I'll decode it, and then we'll input it into this one. So I'm gonna close my game once, reload it since I just saved before this, and then that's what we're gonna do. So hang tight, and I guess we'll have a code word in a few short seconds when I come back. So, here's the code. Completed. Have no idea why it's that word, but it's gotta be what it is. So, let's go ahead and check it. There we go. We solved it. I just don't get it. I did it. Completed. That's it. That's the answer.
Completed? それって確かなの?
Yeah. I did exactly what you told me to do, and the word I got is completed. Well, actually, it's completed. The code and the letters repeat every 2 lines. It just repeats.
私は暗号表の文字列を正確に記憶しているわけじゃないから何とも言えないんだけど、あなたがそこまで強く言うなら多分そうなのね。
I'm definitely certain.
分かったわよ。でも、completed って何かしら?
What? Aside from the obvious, you mean? I'm guessing it means mission complete. So that's what the transmitter was for.
やつ? やつって誰よ? 通信機って何?
I barely even heard her. Suddenly, my mind was full of memories that hadn't been there a moment before. It was like a wave had washed away the sand, revealing a bed of precious gems underneath. Yep. That's right, it's Dio. Yeah, Dio's a little weird. Just a little bit. Why hadn't I realized it before? I could remember a series of numbers, but not this? At least I remembered it now. Dio was a member of the Myrmidons. And not just any member, he was their leader. That meant he had to be the one who planted the bombs.
ねえ、ちょっと聞いてる？
No, we're in our own little world right now. Yeah.
だったら質問に答えなさいよ。やつって一体誰なの？通信機っていうのは何？
I didn't trust myself to try and explain it to her. More than likely, she'd just think I was insane. Even I could barely make sense of the sudden influx of new information.
まさかあなたがクレイドールズの一員だなんて。
Yes, I forgot that. No. If I was, do you really think I'd reveal myself like this?
まあ確かにそれもそうね。
Out of nowhere, Clover appeared. What's going on?
こんなところにいたんだ。探したんだからね。
Really?
今みんな B 階の倉庫に集まってて、みんなっていうかルナとクオーク以外だけど。
どうして？
We've still got 45 minutes until the white door's open.
知ってる。
Oh, okay. Hey, wait a minute. I thought you, Kay, and Quark didn't know about the white doors.
無室で天明寺さんから聞いたの。それでどこにあるか教えてくれるって言うから、天明寺さんに連れられて B 階の倉庫へ。
クオークのことはルナに任せることにしたのね。
うん、そう。そしたらそこにファイとケイとディオもいて。
So?
いきなりファイと天明寺さんとディオの3人が喧嘩を始めちゃったんだよ。
Okay. What?
なんでまた？原因は何？
According to Clover, the last AB game had been the cause of their fight. Even though Tenmyoji only had one BP, Phi had chosen Betray. They started to fight, and since Dio had pressed Betray on behalf of his team, eventually he got dragged into it too.
でもそれってなんかおかしくない？ファイだって BP は1だったんだから正当防衛だと思うけど。
Yeah, it does.
ああ、もういいからとにかく来てよ。今は K が必死になって仲裁に入ってるけど、一人で3人を抑えるには限界が。
Okay, okay. Come on, Alice, let's go.
ええ、了解よ。
So what's going to happen now? Because we've realized that Dio is one of the Myrmidons. But we know this isn't the true ending. I don't know which way the true ending actually goes, but I'm guessing it's one of the first routes that I did where you go to the computer and you have to unlock the locked desktop computer, I think it was. But I don't know. This game could throw so many curveballs at me. I have no idea what to expect. All four of them were still there when we arrived. They seemed to have calmed down a bit, but the tension in the air was almost visible. I felt like I'd stepped into a room full of flammable gas. Even the smallest spark could turn the whole place into a raging inferno. Even Kay, usually so calm and collected, was standing ramrod straight with his hand balled into a fist at his side. I looked at Alice, pursed my lips, and then headed over to the angry knot of people occupying most of the room. Clover told me what's going on. This whole thing is stupid. You need to knock it off.
くだらないこと？これのどこがくだらないと言うんじゃ。こっちは命がかかっておるんじゃぞ。
I know, but yelling at each other isn't going to solve your problem. The best thing for us to do right now is to trust each other and get through this. Wouldn't you agree?
わしを殺そうとした相手をどうやって信じろと言うんじゃ。
それはこっちも同じだ。何度も言うようだが、天明寺、お前はディオに投票権を委ねた。その時点で私の殺害を容認しているに等しい。
じゃからあの時はクオークのことで頭がいっぱいで。
そんなものは言い訳にはならん。大体お前は私が裏切りを選んだことについて糾弾してくるが。
This is uncomfortable.
だったら何か。 私が協力を選ぶべきだったとでも言うのか。もしもそんなことをしていたら、私はすでにこの世にはいないことになるんだぞ。
それはお互い様じゃろ。もしもディオが協力を選んでいたらと思うとゾッとするわい。
Oh my god. It's kind of weird because Sigma and Alice actually kind of like made up and they're okay now. Everybody else, not so much.
二人ともそろそろやめませんか。シグマさんが言った通り、今は仲違いしている時ではないでしょう。
お前が言うかね、そのセリフを。四つ葉を裏切って一人で脱出しようとしたくせに。
殺人未遂よりははるかにマシだと思いますが。
だからあれは天明寺を救うためにだな。
Ah! Enough already! I roared with fury, and my voice echoed and rebounded off the walls of the warehouse. Everyone fell silent. I didn't know how long that silence would last, so I decided to put it all on the table. There was only one way I was going to be able to take control of the situation. Guys, listen to me. We really don't have time for this. I was met with a number of glares, but I soldiered on. See, the thing is, I figured out who planted the bombs.
誰なの？
もしかしてさっき言ってた？
Yep. Sort of, yeah. I know which one of you it is.
やつとは一体何じゃ。
どういうことなのか、きちんと説明してください。
I don't think I need to. They're going to admit their guilt in just a few minutes.
自供？
You're all going to hear it straight from the horse's mouth. Or I guess I should say, Dio's mouth. Laugh it up, ringleader. It's okay. We got plenty of evidence in the other arc that we're gonna pull from, so yeah.
何を言い出すかと思えば、やぶから棒に。この俺が犯人だとでも言うのか？
Yes, I do.
おいおい。人を疑うからにはそれなりの根拠があるんだろうな。
I'm not accusing you. I'm just stating a fact.
だから、その根拠は何だって聞いてんだろうが。
Fun as it was, I knew taunting alone wouldn't be enough to make Dio confess. He just played dumb. He was good at it, and I'd get nothing. That meant I was gonna have to trick him. Well, you see, I'm actually from Free the Soul.
フリーザ？そう。なんだそれ。聞いたこともねえな。
Don't play dumb, Dio. Or should I call you Left? Brother ordered me to come here, to keep an eye on you. It was quick, but for a moment I saw his eyes twitch. I leapt on that moment of weakness like a hungry dog on a steak. Fine. Skepticism is understandable, admirable even. But perhaps this will convince you. I pressed forward, pulling out every fact I could remember. I told Dio about Brother's background, and how his younger brother Left had been murdered. I mentioned casually that the Myrmidons were all clones of a single person. So? Still not convinced? How about this? 781-536-109. Oh my god, I can't read that anymore. Do a little prime factor decomposition on that, and you'll get 198449351 to the third power. If I'm not to say who I am, how on earth could I possibly know that?
そんなバカな。
Finally. So, let's start over, shall we? I was sent here to watch your every move. It seems our wise and noble brother doesn't trust you. He suspects betrayal.
嘘だ。
I assure you, I'm not. But if you don't believe me, why don't you go outside and call him yourself with your transmitter?
違う。違う。そんなことはありえない。ブラザーは俺のことを信頼してくださっている。だからこそ俺はこの任務の遂行役として抜擢されたんだ。そもそも俺がクレイドールズのリーダーに選ばれたのだって。
Huh? Sorry, what was that?
だから俺がクレイドールズのリーダーに選ばれたのも
I grinned.
まさか騙したのか。
Of course. Sorry, Dio. I've never even seen brother.
だったら今の話は何だったんだ。どうしてお前がそんなことを知ってる。
Don't know. Maybe I was divinely inspired.
ふざけるな。
なあ、一体どういうことなんだ。
Oh, Fi, come on. You're quick to catch on. You know what's going on.
クレイドールズというのは何なんです？
Dio and I stared at one another while Clover and Tenmyoji quickly explained to Fi and K about the memory card and the number 2 bomb, and about the code we found that was from a terrorist organization called the Myrmidons.
つまり爆弾を仕掛けたのはクレイドールズという組織のメンバーということですね。
で、今まさにそのことを
Yep.
ディオが認めたと。
Yeah.
許せない許せないわ。
I heard a low, furious muttering behind me, and turned to see Alice, her lips pulled back into a snarl.
殺してやる殺してやる殺してやる。
In Japanese, she said, I'll kill you, I'll kill you, I'll kill you. I'm sure you guys could tell that she was repeating the same word, but yeah, she's pissed. Her voice rose to a scream as she charged toward Dio. He ducked out of the way smoothly and pulled something from his pocket.
おっとっと。威勢のいい女は嫌いじゃねえが、そのぐらいにしておいた方が身のためだぜ、ババア。
He called her old lady.
なんですって。
Or almost like a hag, I guess. If you want to make it a little worse.
俺が今持ってる装置、なんだかわからねえのか。
まさか起爆装置。
ご名答。じゃあこのスイッチを押したらどうなるかもわかるな。
Yes, it diffuses all of the bombs.
この施設には少なくとも2つの半物質爆弾が仕掛けられている。それらが爆発するのね。
まあ2つじゃないけどな。
How many are there?
01の爆弾もどこかに設置されているのですね。
そうだ。それに加えてもう一つ。
Yep.
4つもあるっていうの？
その通り。仕掛けた爆弾は全部で4つだ。
Great.
03、02、01の他にももう一つあるんだ。ナンバー00の爆弾がな。合計すると TNT 換算で4トン分の爆弾ってことになる。それが炸裂すりゃお前らは一巻の終わりだ。この建物もろとも吹っ飛ばされて跡形もなく消え失せることになるだろう。
それはお前とて同じじゃろうが。
ディオ、お前も死ぬことになるぞ。
元より覚悟の上だ。俺にはスペアもいるから問題はない。
Yeah, you're just a clone. I get it.
スペアというのは先ほどシグマさんが言っていたあの。
そうクローンのことだ。
I heard Alice whisper something to Clover.
四つ葉行くわよ。訓練の成果を見せてやりなさい。
わかった。
What are you guys gonna do? Before I had a chance to ask them what was going on, they moved.
ふざけんじゃないわよこの青二歳が。どれ。
She roared and leapt toward Dio, Clover following just behind. Alice threw a punch at Dio's face as he dodged, and as he dodged, Clover spun out from behind her. Dio grunted and turned to focus on Alice, but Clover darted in and snatched the detonator from his hand. Good job, ladies!
確保。
了解。シグマ、持ってて。
You're gonna throw the detonator? Catch? Really? Huh? Before I could respond, Clover had thrown the detonator at me. I scrambled to grab it out of the air and held it to my chest.
くそ、やめろ。離せ。離せって言ってんだろうがこのクソアマ。
Yelling didn't do him any good, and Dio found himself subdued by the skillful teamwork of Alice and Clover. Strangely, though, once they had a hold of him, he stopped struggling. I was reminded of a gazelle with his neck in the mouth of a lion. Had he surrendered? Or did he have some trick up his sleeve? It didn't feel right. I didn't have to wait long for my misgivings to prove true. The detonator in my hand suddenly began to flash. What? You already pushed
何
it?
がおかしいのよ。
いやー、お前らの間抜けっぷりがあまりにも滑稽でな。
どういうこと？
今シグマが持ってる起爆装置、そいつはな、俺の体から1メートル以上離れると。
Oh, so if it goes away from his body over a meter, then it activates.
爆弾に向かってタイマーを作動させるよう
There you
命
go.
令を発信する仕組みになってるんだよ。
Sorry, I probably should have just let you guys read it before I said it.
誰かに奪われた場合のことを想定して、そういう仕掛けが施されてるんだ。
Of course.
要するに、アリスと四つ葉が余計なことをしてくれたおかげで、爆弾は遠隔操作式から次元式へと変わったってことだ。したがって、もはや起爆装置を破壊しても無駄ってことになる。爆弾に内蔵されたタイマーはすでに作動しちまってるからな。
Oh, great. How long do we have?
30分後だよ。
30分。
たったの30分しかないというのか。
30 minutes to disarm 4 bombs.
ご愁傷様。
どうすれば止められるんですか？
それは話したでしょ。まずはパスワードの入力装置が必要。次にその装置を爆弾に接続して緊急解除用のパスワードを入力すれば。
なあアリス、お前一体何者なんだよ。どうしてそんなことを知ってる？
答える義理はないわ。それよりも入力装置がどこにあるのか教えなさい。
それこそ答える義理はないね。
Oh, snap!
バカ、やめろ！腕が折れる！
Like, literally snap.
そりゃそうよ。折ろうとしてるんだもの。
頼む！やめてくれ！
入力装置のありかを教えたらね。
She will break your arm.
わかった！わかった！言うよ！コードの右のポケットの中だ！
Oh, well, that's convenient.
四つ葉、調べて。
She nodded and started digging through his pockets. After a few minutes,
ダメ！何も入ってないよ！
もしかして
嘘じゃねえって！
wait, sorry, I cut her off.
もう一度ちゃんとよく調べてくれ！
待って、何かあるみたい。
What if, like, Alice was like, you lied and just snapped his arm, and Clover's like, whoops! It's here. It was here. Clover pulled out her hand from his pocket and held it out. Is that a pill? Like for medicine?
ねえ、何なのよ、これ。
は？よく見えねえな。
No, it's like a suicide pill.
もっと顔の前に近づけてくれよ。
No, it's a kill yourself pill. He's in a cult, come on. Clover frowned and moved it closer to Dio, holding the pill out towards him. Yep. Suddenly, he moved, his right hand snaking out to grab the pill from Clover's hand. Before anyone could react, he shoved it into his mouth. I heard a tiny crack as he bit down on it. Almost immediately, he grimaced in pain. Yeah.
しまった。
なんじゃ？何を飲んだんじゃ？
おそらく毒薬だ。
Yeah.
そんな。
私としたことがうかつだったわ。
His eyes rolled up into his head, and flecks of spittle began to trickle out from the corners of his mouth. I grabbed him by the hair and shook. What the hell are you doing? Where's the input device?
うちの玄関に忘れてきた。
Don't screw with me.
わかった。それじゃあ解除用のパスワードだけでもいい。教えてくれ。
解除用のパスワード。ったくしつこいやつらだな。わかったよ。どっちにしろ 入力装置がなけりゃ
He's really gonna tell us?
どうにもなんねんだしな。教えてやろう。ただし一つだけだ。03のパスワードだけを教えてやる。その文字列は B K Z X C N K K R だ。
Okay, what he said in Japanese and what it's saying in English is different. Why? It must stand for something. But like, yeah, I'm pretty sure the last four or the last three were KKR, and he said like BHZ or something? You guys can hear it, but yeah, he said a different set of letters. What about the other three? Tell us the other three. He didn't even seem to hear me.
俺は新たなる人類の未来の礎となるんだ。
His voice was weak, and more foam was dribbling out of his mouth.
新世界の光明。ブラザーに永遠の栄え。
Oh, you're crazy, Dio. Those were the last words Dio spoke. He died with a strange, happy smile.
結局爆弾03のパスワードしかわからなかったね。どうするのこれから。
I don't know.
爆発まであと何分だ。
25分です。
それは確かな数字か。
ええ、実はディオさんからタイムリミットを聞いた時にバングルの時刻を確かめておいたのです。その時の表示はちょうど30分でした。
Oh, that's good. So we have to make it through the chromatic doors and also deactivate the bombs.
つまり次の第一扉が開くまでの残り時間と、爆弾が爆発するまでの残り時間は同じというわけじゃな。
そうです。ところで現在の残り時間はというと。
Oh. So 25 minutes.
まずいわね。最悪の場合は白の扉の先へと逃げ込めば、もしかしたらなんとかなるかもしれないって思ってたけど。
第一扉が開放されてから閉鎖されるまでには5分かかる。だから。
そう。爆発の前に先に進むのは不可能ってことになるわ。
Great.
とにかくじっとしていても仕方がない。
Yeah, time is very much of the essence right now.
捜索を開始しよう。探さなければならないものは3つある。パスワードの入力装置と。
And the 2 remaining bombs, right?
そうだ。
あとは03以外のパスワードも見つけ出さないと。
確かに。
Maybe Dio has a note or something.
待って、調べてみるわ。
She knelt down and quickly checked his pockets and sleeves, then sat back on her heels, frustrated.
ダメ、何も持ってないみたい。
She looked pale.
ならばどこかに隠されていることを祈って探索するしかあるまい。天明寺、このことをルナに伝えておいてくれないか。
わかった。了解じゃ。
よし、それでは行こう。各自健闘を祈る。3回。
Here we go. We all took off at a run, heading to different parts of the building. But all our searching turned up nothing. And as we searched, the clock kept ticking. This sucks. Oh, this sucks. 1 minute, huh? Then at last, the chromatic doors opened.
カラードドアが開放されました。カラードドア閉鎖まで残り5分です。
Our time had run out. We watched the white doors open. Were they doors to heaven or to hell? The thought barely had time to flutter through my mind before everything went white. We didn't even have time to say goodbye. 1,000 emotions flooded my brain in those last moments. Why? How? How had we ended up this way? Then a blistering wave of heat, like the surface of the sun itself, wiped out any lingering thoughts. Good lord. That's an explosion! My consciousness slipped away into a bottomless pool of darkness. Neither heaven nor hell, only the void. And that's the end, is it? Ah, man. Okay, so at least we got another ending. We got an Alice ending. So we know the code. We need to find out what the location is for the other 2 bombs, which I'm not quite sure what I'm going to be able to do. But there's got to be something. There's got to be more to this, of course. It's Virtue's Last Reward. I'm almost guaranteed that there's going to be more to it. But yeah, I wonder if I should go ahead and I got 2 things up here now. My bad. Okay. Should we go ahead and I think I'm going to go ahead and stop this episode now. And the only reason why is because, like, if I go to this section here where we choose to betray Alice for the first time, I know that there's going to be a puzzle room that we're going to have to go through, and I'd hate to have to save before or try to push through it, make it a really long episode. So since there's been some longer episodes, this one's going to be a little bit shorter, but I will get back to the area or the location where we need to be in order to team back up with Alice or whatever it is. Or no, you guys told me it's either Fi or Clover, and I need to go with Clover first. So that's what we're going to do in the next video. We're going to betray Alice first, and then we'll team up with Clover, and we'll see what these other little branches have to offer. So, I guess that's our plan for next time, but for now, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know if you enjoyed. I'll see you guys on the next MAMJ. Betray and betray. Betray and betray. Ally and... Wait, what? No! No! You can't do that to me! How? 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 Oh my god. You're telling me she got better, rushed out of the infirmary, went into her AB room and slapped the betray button? That's not even... What?